Dames en here, die akademiese prosessie sal binnekort inbeweeg. U word versoek om asseblief op te staan.
Bomma le bontate, molokoloko wa diruteri o tla tsena mo nakong e kopana. Le kgopelwa go ema. Ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession will enter shortly. You're kindly requested to stand.
By the power vested in me, I hereby constitute this assembly as the legal congregation of the University of Pretoria. During this assembly, degrees with all the associated rights and privileges will be conferred on the candidates whose names appear in the program. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you to please join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements of our students. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as Vice Principal of the University of Pretoria, allow me to extend a warm word of welcome to all present at this afternoon's graduation ceremony. Today, we are celebrating the achievements of our students graduating with postgrad degrees from the Faculty of Education. Allow me to welcome the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Lindelani Mnguni, and the Acting Deputy Dean, Professor Johan Wasserman. Welcome also to the Deputy Dean for Research, Professor Vandia, the Deputy Director of Student Administration, Ms. June Peterson, to chairpersons of schools, heads of departments, directors, emeriti, and honorary professors, our lecturers, and their partners. I also wish to welcome our Student Representative Council person here this afternoon. To our students who will be graduating today, their parents, their friends, their partners, and family, a very special word of welcome. Today is about you. At this ceremony, we will be conferring 336 degrees, among which are no less than 18 doctoral degrees. The University of Pretoria Faculty of Education is the largest contact faculty of education in the country, and its core function is to train quality teachers, education psychologists, leaders and managers in education. In so doing, the faculty makes a significant contribution and valuable contribution towards the achievement of what we call the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which is SDG 4, quality education. International rankings bear testimony to the faculty's international standing. For example, in the 2025 recently released Times Higher Education Subject Rankings, and in the 2025 QS World University Rankings by subject area, the university was ranked in the top 400 in the world for the subject area of education, and this is ranking more than 2,000 universities. In fact, that the university was given the same ranking through both of these ranking systems, in spite of the fact that they employ different ranking criteria and methodologies, confirm the high international standing our Faculty of Education enjoys. A graduate of this university's Faculty of Education can be rest assured that they have obtained a qualification that is recognized the world over for its quality and relevance. When the University of Pretoria incorporated the then Teacher Training College in Pretoria, formerly known as, I'm not sure many of you know this, they're called the Normal College, in 2000, the focus was overwhelmingly on teacher training. Still renowned as a leader in teacher education and training today, the faculty has also built a reputation for research excellence and has become a sought-after partner in collaborative research endeavors. This graduation ceremony further bears testimony to this, to the scope and depth of the faculty's postgraduate offering. As you can see today, we have 18 people in the red gowns. Those are going to get their doctorates. Postgrad study in education is more than just an academic pursuit. It is a commitment to shaping the future of our society, whether focused on adult and community-based education and training, or the complexities of curriculum and instructional design and development, or what we may call work-based learning. Each graduate has delved deeply into the knowledge, skills, and values that empower them to lead with insight, compassion, and purpose. In a world that is rapidly evolving, where learning must reach beyond the classroom, these studies equip educators to meet people where they are, be it in the rural communities, urban centers, or online platforms, and guide them towards meaningful learning and, of course, personal transformation. Postgraduate research and reflection in education management, law and policy, education policy studies, and educational psychology provide the tools needed to navigate the intersections of policy, leadership, and learner well-being. Graduates in these programs understand that schools and training environments are just more than institutions. As indicated by Professor Saloshna Vandia in her recent article, training environments are often contested shared spaces. Educators have to critically interrogate the power dynamics in these spaces and change them so that the learners feel a sense of belonging and that identities are affirmed. Our graduates hopefully are prepared for the informed, ethical, and of course, strategic stewardship this requires. Their qualifications prepare them to lead with vision, to advocate for just policies, and to support learners' psychological and emotional development with integrity. Today, these diverse yet connected areas of postgrad study speak to a single powerful truth. Education is a cornerstone of human dignity and social progress. To our students, allow me to conclude with a short message. Those of you who have dedicated yourselves to advancing education at the highest levels are not just graduates. You are change makers, bridge builders, and torch bearers of hope in a complex world. Receiving your degree today is confirmation of remarkable dedication and perseverance on your side. It is no small task to obtain a degree, especially a PhD, and let alone a further degree, especially if you do so while dealing with the demands of a full-time occupation, as many of you have. May you take up your role with renewed enthusiasm as teachers and educators and leaders in the education sector. Where you will function in a different teaching professions, the main challenge you are likely to face is how to prepare your students in a thriving future that yet we have not yet imagined or yet not know what's to come. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my wish that your qualification from the University of Pretoria will enable you to have a positive impact on society. And always remember your alma mater and make sure you contribute to university for the students of the future. I would like to leave you with some food for thought and what it says in a proverb, a quote. As teachers, it is not your role to shine, but to give others light and make them shine. Thank you. I now request the Dean to introduce to me the candidates present whose names appear in the program.
Mr. Vice Principal, the supervisors will now introduce the doctoral candidates.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Sunay Botha, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled Whole Brain Thinking Action Research in a Coding and Robotics Curriculum for Grade 4. Prepared under me, Marijke Mihai, as supervisor, and with Professor Pieter du Toit as co-supervisor. In this thesis, Whole Brain Thinking Action Research in a Coding and Robotics Curriculum for Grade 4, the candidate explored the integration of the Department of Basic Education's Coding and Robotics Curriculum within a private school setting for Grade 4 learners. Recognizing that the standard curriculum did not fully address the school's unique educational environment and diverse learner profiles, the research focused on developing and refining a whole brain coding and robotics curriculum tailored to these needs. Guided by action research principles, the study employed a qualitative methodology that combined iterative design, real-time classroom implementation, and reflective analysis. The whole brain model provided the theoretical foundation, promoting inclusivity and catering to diverse cognitive styles. The findings revealed significant improvements in learner engagement, coding mastery, and critical 21st century skills development. This research presents a scalable model for integrating coding and robotics into various educational contexts. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Judith Bredekamp, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled The Benefits of Sharing House, Tree, Fire, Water, Person Drawings with Parents when their anxious child is in therapy, prepared under my supervision, Professor Linda Turon. In this doctoral thesis, Judith redressed the theoretical and practical inattention to the therapeutic benefits of sharing child clients' house, tree, fire, water, person drawings with their parents during feedback sessions when children are in sand play therapy for generalized anxiety disorder. She conducted an exploratory instrumental multiple case study with 7 children and 9 parents. Using a reflexive thematic analytical approach, Judith found that sharing children's drawings with their parents in a safe, discursive environment yielded a parent-psychologist alliance that benefited the child client, their parents, and the treating psychologist. This novel finding advanced the previously narrow theoretical understanding of house, tree, fire, water, person drawings as a diagnostic tool and facilitated the development of actionable pointers for mental health professionals to use house, tree, fire, water, person drawings to connect meaningfully with the parents of children in therapy for anxiety and nurture child and parent resilience. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Rosemary Diana Lucy Brin, who has complied with the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled A Sociocultural Model of Play-Based Pedagogy for Teaching Mathematics in Diverse Grade R Classrooms, prepared under my supervision. In this thesis, a sociocultural model of play-based pedagogy for teaching mathematics in diverse grade R classrooms, the candidate examined how play-based pedagogy can improve mathematics teaching using a cultural historical activity theory model. The main question explored how this approach can enhance early grade mathematics instruction, while secondary questions focused on the role of play in teaching, strategies for implementing a sociocultural play model, teacher responses to culturally relevant methods, and the challenges of applying play-based approaches in diverse contexts. The research integrates how the research investigates how teachers integrate play into their teaching and the effectiveness of a sociocultural model, and offers suggestions for curriculum developers and policymakers. The study was conducted in 3 diverse classrooms and used qualitative methods, including observations and interviews. The findings indicate that play-based pedagogy could be more effectively implemented with a sociocultural approach, emphasizing teacher collaboration and mentorship over top-down methods. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Clifford Deongohani, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled Translanguaging as Leverage for Developing Inclusive Communication in Superdiversity Contexts of Inner City Schools, prepared under my supervision. In this thesis, the candidate investigated how translanguaging used to develop inclusive communication in superdiversity classrooms in South Africa, where English is the language of instruction. The study employed a qualitative approach informed by the constructivist philosophy. The conceptual framework was grounded in sociocultural, experiential learning, indigenous language acquisition, and social cognitive theories. The study involved 33 grade 8 learners and 8 teachers from 2 schools and employed a multiple case study approach. The findings suggest that translanguaging enhanced teaching and learning in superdiversity settings and served as a support strategy and resource that enabled academic growth. Translanguaging contributes to better comprehension, positive attitudes and emotion, a sense of belonging, learner participation, inclusive communication, and improved learner-teacher relationships. However, more research is required to ensure effective implementation, teacher support, and time management. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidates.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Heloise Geefers, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled Conceptualizing a Teacher Guidance Intervention in Support of Learners with Color Vision Deficiency, prepared under my supervision. In her thesis, Heloise explored teachers' disposition towards color vision deficiency, CVD, and the extent to which they consider CVD during teaching. An explanatory sequential mixed methods approach was followed, guided by pragmatism. Quantitative data were collected through a structured questionnaire completed by 92 teachers. Qualitative data were generated through semi-structured interviews, field notes, and a reflective journal. The guiding conceptual framework is based on Vygotsky's theories of disontogenesis and socio-constructivism. The findings indicate that color is widely used within the school context, and this use may negatively affect learners with CVD, in turn impacting their scholastic performance, participation in extracurricular activities, and psychosocial functioning. The study adds to the existing theory on inclusive education by providing a framework to develop a teacher guidance intervention supporting the optimal functioning of learners with CVD. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidates.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Priyantha Govender, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled The Presence of History in South African Tourism Textbooks, prepared under my supervision, and that of Professor Clinton van der Merwe. In the thesis, The Presence of History in South African Tourism Textbooks, the candidate engaged with the interdisciplinary content embedded in tourism textbooks, specifically history content. A bricolage lens was employed to blend interdisciplinary theory and the orientations to learning. History theory utilized a qualitative research technique in the interpretive framework to create a five-dimensional model. The five-dimensional model was developed to understand the historical manifestation of tourism education. Grades 10, 11, and 12 CAPS tourism textbooks were analyzed, focusing specifically on icons and attractions and culture and heritage, then theorizing why history appears the way it does. The findings show that tourism education supports a progressive movement by steering interdisciplinary learning to develop learners' diverse skills. The study concludes that the history of tourism has elements of memory, analytical, and critical history, and its creation of history has to keep up with the dynamic tourism industry as well as the changing trends and developments. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Etinosa Izef-Bigi, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled Differentiated Assessment as an Inclusive Framework for Equitable Practices in Nigerian and South African Schools, prepared under my supervision. In the thesis, Differentiated Assessment as an Inclusive Framework for Equitable Practices in Nigerian and South African Schools, the candidate compared how Nigerian and South African foundation phase mainstream school teachers understood and differentiated their classroom assessment to promote equitable practices for all learners, including those with special educational needs. The study examined teachers' demands for implementing inclusive assessment policies in their classrooms. A pragmatism paradigm with an explanatory sequential mixed method design guided the study. And 100 foundation phase mainstream school teachers from Nigeria and South Africa were selected using a convenience sampling strategy. The study revealed a limited understanding of differentiated assessment and insufficient professional support, negatively impacting learners' performance. Based on the participants' perceptions and lived experiences, the study proposed an inclusive framework to promote the implementation of differentiated assessment as an equitable practice for the two countries. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Kgabu Kganyago, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled Managing the Integration of Information and Communication Technology in Township Secondary Schools in Gauteng, prepared under the supervision of Dr. Adebumni Aina and myself as co-supervisor. In this thesis, Managing the Integration of Information and Communication Technology in Township Secondary Schools in Gauteng, the candidate explored the management of ICT integration into teaching by the school management teams in township secondary schools. As a qualitative study, data was generated through semi-structured interviews, document analysis, and non-participant observation. The study found that participants perceive ICT integration into teaching positively and recognize its benefits in improving teaching and learning. Participating schools employed various strategies, including teacher professional development and technical support, to manage ICT integration effectively. However, technical policy issues and power supply challenges hinder the seamless integration of ICT into teaching in the participating schools. The study proposes a model for managing the integration of ICT into teaching that involves a structured framework that schools can follow to integrate ICT into the teaching process effectively. Mr. Vice Principal, I request that you confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Mpuputane Abraham Mahlaela, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled South African School Principals' Perspectives on Continuing Professional Teacher Development for Knowledge Economy, prepared under my supervision. In this thesis, South African School Principals' Perspectives on Continuing Professional Teacher Development for Knowledge Economy, the candidate investigated South African School Principals' Perspectives on Continuing Professional Teacher Development for the Knowledge Economy. Based on an interpretivist paradigm, a qualitative research approach was followed to collect data from 10 principals from public secondary schools in Sekhukhune District, Limpopo Province. In this case study, data were collected through the semi-structured interviews to understand school principals' experiences and perspectives on continuing professional teacher development and how it can prepare teachers for effective teaching in the context of knowledge economy. The study revealed that many principals still experience challenges in ensuring the effective professional development of teachers to meet the demands of the changing school context. The study proposes a context-responsive professional teacher development model that school principals can use to develop teachers. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I introduce to you Zakele Metro Mazia, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled Decision-Making Experience of School Committees in the Governance of Primary Schools in Eswatini, prepared under my supervision. In this thesis, Decision-Making Experiences of School Committees in the Governance of Primary Schools in Eswatini, the candidate investigated how school committees are involved and participate in school governance decision-making using collegial and stakeholder theoretical frameworks. The study adopted a qualitative research using interviews and document analysis to gather data, which were then analyzed using a data analysis spiral. The study revealed that the practical functionality of school committees is impeded by poor working relationships among members, incessant conflicts, and democratically camouflaged political arrangement in the school system of the country. The findings further suggested that effective participation in school governance can be realized provided there is a sound collaboration, communication, trust, and transparency in school governance from which the model of school governance decision-making emerged. The study calls for educational authorities to fully recognize the role of school committees can play in school governance, irrespective of their literacy level, gender, and status in the community. Mr. Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce you to Susanna Renda, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled The Teaching and Learning of Mitosis in Life Sciences Classrooms of Mpumalanga, South Africa, prepared under my supervision and with Professor Maureen Graham as co-supervisor. In this thesis, the candidate investigated how grade 10 life sciences teachers use innovative instructional strategies and classroom interactions when teaching mitosis. The candidate also explored the difficulties encountered by learners while learning mitosis. Teachers and learners from 5 public secondary schools in the Gatsibande district in Mpumalanga province participated in the study. A concurrent parallel mixed method approach was utilized. The conceptual framework synthesized the pedagogical content knowledge and constructivist frameworks. Data collection involved questionnaires, lesson observations, and interviews. The abstract nature of mitosis and challenges with terminology caused difficulties in learners' understanding of mitosis. The findings also revealed a lack of innovative teaching methods and teachers' inconsistencies in content and terminology alongside limited pedagogical content knowledge. The candidate suggests teacher-in-service training to support teachers with the implementation of innovative teaching methods in teaching mitosis. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I introduce to you Justine Oudendal, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled Comparing Relational Pedagogy Among Different Curriculum Approaches in Early Childhood Care and Education, prepared under my supervision. In this thesis, the candidate examined the quality of early childhood care and education approaches, such as Montessori, Reggio Emilia, Waldorf, and the traditional South African approach, by using the effective early learning program instruments. The study highlighted children as agentic knowers who influence their learning through play, engagement, and relationships with educators and peers. The study emphasized that relational pedagogy is essential across all curriculum models, with its success depending on stakeholders, policymakers, and educators advocating for children's agency. The research underscores that the quality of educator-child relationships is shaped by the learning experiences, resource choices, and pedagogical love offered to children. To support effective implementation in South Africa, the study introduces the JO implementation framework, providing guidelines for fostering relational pedagogy in ECCE settings. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Lihanda Otu, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled Teachers' Experiences of Anxiety in the Classroom During the COVID-19 Pandemic, prepared under the supervision of Professor Irma Elof. In her thesis, Lihanda investigated teachers' experiences of anxiety, encompassing physical, emotional, financial, and intellectual aspects to assess their psychological well-being. The study adopted a vignette research design, a phenomenological paradigm, and a broad qualitative research approach, within which focus groups and a creative expressive art therapeutic process were facilitated. Data collection consisted of vignette observations, focus group data, and artifacts in dry art mediums, such as writing, drawing with pastels, and clay. Visual and textual data were analyzed through theme analysis and vignettes. Findings indicated the long-lasting challenges faced by teachers due to pandemic-induced anxiety. They also highlighted increased collegiality and heightened mental health awareness amongst teachers. Teachers' commitment to quality education, adaptability, and persistence were evident. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Michelle Shepherdson, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis entitled Engaging with the Otherness of Dark History Events in African History Textbooks, prepared under my supervision. In this thesis, the candidate explored how the Nigerian Biafran War, Idi Amin's political dictatorship in Uganda, and the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda are represented in history textbooks, focusing on multi-perspectivity, otherness, and dark history, the research analyzed textbooks from Nigeria, Uganda, and Rwanda to understand how these conflicts are portrayed. Using a mixed methods approach of case study and narrative inquiry, the study found that dominant narratives are often oversimplifying events and marginalizing certain groups, reinforcing a sense of otherness. In Nigeria, textbooks emphasize national unity while downplaying the trauma of the Nigerian Biafran War. Ugandan textbooks sanitize Amin's regime, omitting victim perspectives to protect the current government's legitimacy. At the same time, Rwanda's focus on Tutsi victimhood diminishes Hutu roles in the genocide, thus shaping public memory in line with political priorities. The study concludes that by challenging the dominant narratives through greater inclusivity, empathy, and intersectionality in historical narratives, the marginalization of voices and hence otherness will be reduced. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I introduce to you Shine Aum, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled Designing a Translanguaging Space within a Remedial Reading Program at Quintile 1 Primary Schools, prepared under my supervision. In this thesis, Designing a Translanguaging Space within a Remedial Reading Program at Quintile 1 Primary Schools, the candidate indicated through an interventionist and convergent mixed methods study that a translanguaging space facilitated multimodal engagement in an English foundation phase remedial reading program. The findings were analyzed through a translanguaging and multimodal theoretical framework and revealed that creating a translanguaging space allowed the participating grade 3 learners to harness their cultural backgrounds, personal histories, and senses in improving meaning construction. They could represent their understanding of reading passages more clearly through multimodal engagement, drawings, and discussions combined with writing than in their monolingual writing. Although the post-test results did not yield significant statistical evidence for improvement in learning outcomes, creating a translanguaging space or third space was transformative for participating learners and the researcher who observed the intervention. Mr. Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Tegan Lee van der Westhuizen, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled The Effects of a Holistic Intervention for Children with Colour Vision Deficiency, CVD, prepared under my supervision. In her thesis, the candidate explored how a holistic intervention supported children with CVD in addressing their unique challenges. The study used a qualitatively driven mixed methods approach. Qualitative data were collected through PRA-guided sessions, semi-structured interviews, observation, field notes, a reflexive journal, and audio-visual techniques. Quantitative data were gathered via a self-report measure. 4 child participants and their parents participated. The guiding conceptual framework integrated an ecological model for health promotion, the holistic policy and intervention framework for global mental health, and the mechanisms of resilience, connect, dream, do. The findings suggest that the intervention fostered resilience and positively influenced the children's academic, emotional, and social functioning while benefiting their broader support systems. This study provides theoretical insights into the lived experiences of children with CVD and offers practical applications for supporting them. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Jeanette Webb, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis titled A Resilience Perspective of Teaching and Learning in South African Higher Education Institutions During Crisis, prepared under the supervision of myself, Professor Graham, and the co-supervisor, Dr. Roo. In this thesis, the candidate employed a sequential exploratory mixed methods design to develop an academic resilience scale. The study was approached from a pragmatist perspective, and the participants were undergraduate education students. Focus group interviews revealed 6 key themes: student-lecturer relationships, academic and administrative stress, institutional support, engagement and communication, persistence, social support structure, and technological issues. These themes informed the development of the quantitative academic resilience scale. The validity of the scale was established by an expert panel and confirmed through confirmatory factor analysis, while reliability was determined using Cronbach's alpha. The academic resilience scale indicated that the factor institutional support, engagement and communication was the primary factor influencing academic resilience during crisis, followed by students' persistence and student-lecturer relationships. This study offers critical insights for enhancing support systems to foster student resilience. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on the candidate. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Master of Education. Enolke Borsen, degree obtained with distinction. Roshley Bosman. Nicole Cunningham. Annemiek du Toit. Daniel du Toit, degree obtained with distinction. Jean-Cherie Janse van Rensburg. Melanie Yuli. Andrea Kruger. Mary Jane Lessing, degree obtained with distinction. Mpho Mahlobokhwane, degree obtained with distinction. Kgothatso Manyane. Koketso Moremi, degree obtained with distinction. Daniel Motlabane. Lucky Tamsanga Ndlela, degree obtained with distinction. Tsilitsi Ramakoma, degree obtained with distinction. Bronwyn Sebonga, degree obtained with distinction. Shanre Tienesen. Matotsi Chirundi. Elsa Marie Ace. Emma van der Merwe, degree obtained with distinction. Karika van Lochenberg, degree obtained with distinction. Danielle van Veek, degree obtained with distinction. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all requirements for the degree of Master of Education specializing in curriculum and instructional design and development. Maimate Nyati. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Master of Education, specializing in Education Management, Law and Policy. Tankiso Malele, degree obtained with distinction. Pinini Mapalala. CRP Memela, degree obtained with distinction. Tsepang Sekgabo, degree obtained with distinction. Hassan Senfuka. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Master of Education, specializing in education leadership. Pascal Bokos. June de Klerk. Matlala Monakisi. Tulisile Mtsweni. Sanamo Rawanzo. Lerato Senokwani. Zanele Tsehla. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with the requirements for the degree Master of Education in Educational Psychology. Minishka Amashlan Naidu. Mariska Ellis. Cynthia Mahura. Nicole Makides. Michelle Mashiani. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Education Honors in Assessment and Quality Assurance in Education and Training. Tembinkosi Dube. Tsepo Kabane, degree obtained with distinction. Nompumelelo Kabini. Unkayetse Kupari. Katleho Mabaso, degree obtained with distinction. Fumani Mabilane. Tlangelani Makubele. Jimmy Mange. Trifina Masemola. Khotso Matsosa. Mandipiwe Mbatu, degree obtained with distinction. Altha Mbokani. Spesihle Mhlanga. Zinhle Mnisi. Nokukholwa Mahano, degree obtained with distinction. Mpho Molamo. Christina Moremi. Mapula Motsweneng. Nikki Ngani. Zinzi Ngongolo. Pumlile Njangase. Nati Kwelane. Mpho Sekuru. Rorisang Setsedi. Lutfia Tayop. Pilani Chabalala, degree obtained with distinction. Elzay van Rooyen, degree obtained with distinction. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Education Honours in Computer Integrated Education. Suhana Ahmad. Maria Bapong. Boitumelo Titsejo. Joseph Kadzai. Megan Holloway. Maleroma Lelosa. Bethwell Malomane. Masingita Manganyi. Sikolile Mkidi. Gina Mkonto. Kamogelo Mogale. Refilwe Morwane. Katleho Motloki. Zandile Mzukwa. Josephine Naidu. Asemahle Ndaba. Sharon Jovu. Tsepo Ngqigashe. Lehlohonolo Ramohebo. Normally Shangase. Notombi Sibeko. Chandre Smith. Michael Talani. Samkelo Changela. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Education Honours in Curriculum and Instructional Design and Development. Moshe Baloi. Bianca Bezedenot. Kutluano Dlamini, degree obtained with distinction. Bahia Ismail. Michelle Camfair. Yunis Khalehi. Buhle Kalishwayo. Milanka Kruger, degree obtained with distinction. Itumeleng Letacheng, degree obtained with distinction. Tyler Luke, degree obtained with distinction. Busisiwe Mahlangu. Joachelo Makaleng. Promise Mapopa. Aphelele Mkhize. Mali Sitembele Mkhize. Sylvester Sitololo Modiba. Ledile Machano. Boitumelo Moimana. Lebogang Mogalaka. Success Monyebodi. Matau Mushi. Mikateko Ndo. Siyabonga Ngwenya. Nomvula Nhlengethwa. Carol Quinika. Rilibogile Phala. Lienetse Rampora. Ratau Nokubonga. Tobile Sikosana. Jodel Tantish. Nhlanhla Twaisa. Kagiso Tsotesi. Kamuhelo Tsotesi. Janelle van der Wees has a degree obtained with distinction. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Education Honors in Education Management, Law and Policy. Sillo Baloi. Kayati Bima. Kiamogetswe Bopape. Lene Briad. Danielle Berger. Clinton Diale. Khumalo Ntombifuthi. Hamida Kola. Gift Mabasa. Tato Mahosi. Bongani Joseph Mahlangu. Mamokine Makola. Basetsana Malesa. Ntabiseng Mali. Tumelo Mangala. Tracy Mashabani. Ilari Mfene. Notando Milanzi. Motswedi Mohotleng. Stefan Tombeni. Boitumelo Molobetsi. Lome Nodia. Tabang Johnson Peary. Mareike Potgieter. Mbalenhle Shabangu. Shange Apiwe. Ignatius Sibia. Wilmarie van der Weesthuizen. Odwa Zide. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Education Honours in Educational Psychology. Larise Adams. Vutlari Baloi. Lichelle Barnard, degree obtained with distinction. Emma Boake, degree obtained with distinction. Erin Booth. Rudolph Borain. Michaela Klassen, degree obtained with distinction. Claudia Dry. Heike Duplessis. Danielle Duploy. Helen Forday, degree obtained with distinction. Kyla Foree, degree obtained with distinction. Zaidra Hetting, degree obtained with distinction. Megan Hotman. Amira Gina. Puseletso Khalo. Zelia Clades, degree obtained with distinction. Samantha Labuskachny. Claudia Lobsha, degree obtained with distinction. Chloe Logan, degree obtained with distinction. Sipiwe Bohle Masangu, degree obtained with distinction. Poloso Mashishi, degree obtained with distinction. Kiara Mazibuko. Isel Meyer, degree obtained with distinction. Siyabonga Mnisi. Omolemo Mohale. Andiswa Ntlangulela. Choice Nkwana. Lena Mamuloko Palane Machaba, degree obtained with distinction. Carolina Polodniak. Nicolene Pretorius. Sarah Jane Purchase, degree obtained with distinction. Busisiwe Evelyn Pinky Khadebe. Kima Rees, degree obtained with distinction. Amy Ruos. Alicia Rue. Alaya Sheriff, degree obtained with distinction. Sentia Shunmugam. Nolwazi Sithole. Cheyenne Smith. Shanae Steen. Cameron Stradom. Nwabisa Timothy. Matthew Tulloch. Maria van der Berg, degree obtained with distinction. Deandra van der Berg. Eugene van der Merwe. Clarissa van Rooyen, degree obtained with distinction. Elizabeth van Wyk. N.T. Visagie, degree obtained with distinction. Regan Walsh, degree obtained with distinction. Shanae Venom, degree obtained with distinction. Letitia Villa, degree obtained with distinction. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Honors in Learning Support. Raquel Alexander, degree obtained with distinction. Magdalena de Vet, degree obtained with distinction. Megan Dupree. Geraldine Griffin, degree obtained with distinction. Julia Hawkes, degree obtained with distinction. Amira Jadvat, degree obtained with distinction. Kara Yobe, degree obtained with distinction. Palesa Kiopile. Saldina Lechong. Mosa Lehabe, Winfrey Mabunda, Mankale Modihwe, Mohau Modihwe, Dimakazo Charlotte Machopela, Molewane Desiree Malachi, Rafia Mangera, Reinelwe Mapologe, Caitlin Martins, degree obtained with distinction. Tabitha Masola, Lesejo Matabata, Situle Mbanjwa, Ketiwe Immaculate Mbata, Nakita Mitchell, Palisa Mokhadi, Samkelisiwe Mvelase, Sisanda Ndlovu, Relebogile Ngwane, Fikile Pangwa, Bongani Plaki, Natasha Potgieter, Tebatso Rasiago, Dimakazo Rachofelo, Zimvo Khobo, Nicoletta Sava, degree obtained with distinction. Jeandre Schubert. Serena Sherrod. Marianke van der Walt. Meliska van Heerden. Annick Verin, degree obtained with distinction. Michaela Walters, degree obtained with distinction. Chloe Woodhouse. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Education Honours in Science and Mathematics Education. Kamva Diko. Cornelius Verstenberg. Siolebaleng Khopotimetse. Wanda Kumalo. Zamanguni Nonduduzo Kuzwayo. Takatso Lefifi. Isaac Mabitsela. Mbali Mahlangu. Kwezi Masuku. Sharai Matizamuka. Innocent Mdluli. Mfundo Mohlala. Offense Molokome, degree obtained with distinction. Anthony George Tsediso Monerang. Sentle Moekeng. Zintle Ndebele. Mbali Ndlovu. Monia Nell, degree obtained with distinction. Electra Papatus, degree obtained with distinction. Matapelo Pogo. Mahlatse Radingwani. Sharon Makwena Sianego. Dimpo Monica Siema. Eunice Sitole. Marique Sneyman. Leander Tate. Henriette van den Lingen. Janke Vermeulen. Bianca Felyun, degree obtained with distinction. Emma Waldridge.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us give our graduates a big hand for their hard work and perseverance. Thank you. So now can I ask our graduates to thank their families, friends, and partners for their support over the years. Thank you. We have now come to the end of this proceedings. Before we close, I wish to invite all of you present for some liquid refreshments afterwards in front of this Rembrandt Hall. You are requested to please stand for the singing of the national anthem and to remain standing until the assembly has been dissolved and the academic procession has left the auditorium. The words of the national anthem will appear on the screens and also inside back cover of your proceedings. Can I please request all of you to stand? by the powers vested in me, I hereby dissolve this assembly of the University of Pretoria.
Gaudeamus